We take great care to clean our homes and lock our doors, striving to keep our loved ones safe. However, how many of us truly consider the doors we've left wide open? Spiritually, Shaytan doesn't need to knock. He simply enters through our negligence, through silence, through the absence of Allah's words. Perhaps you've noticed the signs: constant tension, unwarranted arguments, a heaviness in your home that has nothing to do with the furniture or the lighting. But here's the truth that often goes unsaid. If you're not actively protecting your home with the Qur'an, you are by default allowing Shaytan to take residence in your space. In this video, we're not just sharing 5 verses, we're sharing 5 divine protections that Shaytan cannot tolerate. If you're truly committed to safeguarding your home, this is where you start. Number 1. The verse that blocks Shaytan from entering your door. Let's be honest, most of us are concerned with securing our homes at night. We check the main gate, double-check the front door, and some even activate security systems or surveillance apps. But when was the last time we thought about locking the spiritual door? Shaytan doesn't need keys. He doesn't have to force his way in. He slips through the cracks of forgetfulness, through homes where Allah is not remembered. There is one verse the Prophet Muhammad instructed us to recite, not for decoration, but as a powerful means of spiritual protection. Ayat al-Kursi. The Prophet said, "Whoever recites Ayat al-Kursi at night, Allah will appoint a guardian over them, and no Shaytan will come near them until the morning." Imagine that. No incense, no lengthy ruqya sessions, just one verse, and you've got a divine security guard at your door all night long. Yet how many of us treat this verse like background noise? We recite it hurriedly, sometimes forget it altogether, and then wonder why we feel unsettled at night. Why does sleep feel heavy? Why is there a persistent tension in the house? Seemingly for no reason. Here's the shift. You don't have to wait for something to go wrong to use this verse. Make it a habit. Recite it after every prayer, and watch as you begin to feel the peace and protection it brings. Say it before bed. Say it while walking through your house in the evening. Don't just lock your doors, guard your heart, cover your family, and seal your space. Shaytan doesn't fear alarms, he fears light, and in Ayat al-Kursi is one of the strongest lights Allah has ever given us. Number 2. The verse you should recite when your chest feels heavy, for no reason. We've all experienced it, that sensation where you're not exactly sad, but something feels off. Your chest tightens, your mood shifts, and there's no clear reason behind it. You try to dismiss it, thinking it's just fatigue or stress, but deep down, you know, it's not just mental, it's spiritual. One of Shaytan's quietest attacks is when he creeps into your thoughts, into your silence, into those invisible moments when no one else sees you struggling. That's why Allah didn't just give us advice. He gave us 2 entire surahs specifically to protect our hearts and minds. Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Naas. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of the daybreak. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind. The Prophet Muhammad recited these surahs every night before sleeping, not once, not twice, but 3 times. He would blow them into his hands and wipe them over his body, his chest, his face, and his arms to protect himself from unseen harm. He said, "No one can seek protection with anything better than these 2 surahs, because sometimes the attack isn't something you can explain. It's not a person, a problem, or a situation. It's the whispers, the weight, the restlessness. These 2 surahs are not just for children at bedtime. They are shields, guarding your heart, your sleep, your peace of mind. So the next time you feel that heaviness creeping in, don't scroll. Don't distract yourself. Recite. Feel the weight ease as Allah's words purify what you can't even put into words. Shaytan knows. He can't win a battle when the Qur'an is between him and you. Number 3, the verse that stops Shaytan from destroying your salah. You make wudu. You stand for prayer. And just when you say Allahu Akbar, your thoughts scatter. You remember messages you haven't replied to. Replay conversations. Think about food, work, regrets, random things that seem to have no real meaning. And the worst part, you finish the prayer, but don't even remember talking to Allah. Instead, you were focused on everything else. That's no coincidence. It's Shaytan's specialty. The Prophet Muhammad said that when the call to prayer is made, Shaytan runs away. But when the prayer begins, he returns, whispering and reminding us of things we had forgotten. But Allah has given us something to fight back with. A verse that may not be long, but it packs a punch. Establish prayer to remember me. Surah Taha 2014. Surah Taha 2014. Pause and reflect on that for a moment. The purpose of prayer isn't just the physical movements, it's remembrance. And if Shaytan's goal is to make you forget, then your weapon is to pray with intention, not on autopilot. So before you pray, recite this verse quietly to yourself. Let it remind you why you're standing in front of Allah. Let it cut through the distractions, because Shaytan won't leave you alone. But the moment you remember why you're praying, he knows he's already losing. Number 4, the verse that lifts you when Shaytan uses sadness to pull you down. There are days when nothing feels quite right. You're not committing major sins. You're not in a crisis, but you just feel low, disconnected, tired in a way that sleep can't fix. And in those moments, Shaytan doesn't try to tempt you with evil. He whispers something even more dangerous. You're not good enough. Your du'as aren't working. Look at you. You're still the same. And if we're not careful, we might start to believe it. That quiet sadness can become the reason we disconnect even more. We stop praying properly. We stop making dua. We tell ourselves, what's the point? But Allah knew this would happen. And Allah gave us a verse, not loud, not complex, but soft, powerful, and direct. Do not grieve. Indeed, Allah is with us. Surah At-Tawbah 9:40. This verse was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad while he was hiding in a cave, being hunted, betrayed, and left with almost nothing. And even then, the message wasn't, fight back, be strong. It was, do not be sad, Allah is with you. That's what Shaytan wants us to forget. Not just that Allah exists, but that He is near, that Allah sees the quiet tears, the silent exhaustion, the moments when you hold yourself together when no one else is watching. And when you begin to recite this verse, especially during those quiet, heavy nights, something shifts. You stop feeling like you're losing. You stop thinking you're alone. Because the one thing Shaytan can never compete with is a believer who, despite their tiredness, still whispers Allah's name. Number 5, the verse that covers you when you can't do anything else. There comes a point when you stop trying to explain what you're feeling. It's not just sadness. It's not exactly fear. It's something heavier, as if your heart has been carrying too much for too long. And Shaytan waits for that exact moment, because he knows when your body gets tired, when your faith feels shaky, that's when doubt whispers the loudest. Maybe Allah isn't helping you. Maybe you're not worthy of peace. Maybe this is all just punishment. That's how it begins. He turns pain into doubt, and doubt, if it sits too long, starts to change the way you see everything. But that's why Allah gave us a verse that doesn't just protect our home or our thoughts. It protects our relationship with Him. Allah does not burden a soul with more than it can bear. Surah Al-Baqarah 2286. This isn't just a quote for motivational posters. It's a reality check straight from the Creator. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. And no matter how exhausted you feel, the weight you are carrying right now is something your soul was already built to hold. That's the truth Shaytan doesn't want you to remember. Because once you truly believe that Allah still sees you, still trusts you, and still loves you, the whisper of, "What's the point?" begins to lose its power. This verse doesn't make the test go away, but it provides you with shelter within it, a place to breathe, a reminder that even this moment is under Allah's watch. So if all you can do is cry quietly or simply breathe through the pain, recite this verse. Let it be your rope back to hope. Because Shaytan has no answer for a believer who is struggling but still whispers, "Ya Allah, I know you're with me." My dear brothers and sisters, sometimes we wait for a grand sign to start protecting ourselves. We think it has to come through a dream, a disaster, or something extreme. But the truth is, the signs have always been there. The heaviness in our home, the constant inner distraction, the emotional fatigue that never seems to go away. While we often try to fix these things with routines and habits, we forget that true protection begins with the words of Allah. Shaytan doesn't need loud doors to enter. He sneaks in through moments of neglect. But Allah, in His mercy, has given us verses that don't just inform us, they protect us. The Prophet Muhammad said something truly beautiful. Recite the Qur'an, for on the day of judgment it will come as an intercessor for its companion. Think about that. The same verses that protect you in this world may be the very ones that speak for you in the next. So tonight, don't scroll past this. Pick one verse. Recite it slowly. Feel its meaning. And if this reminder touched your heart, take a moment to comment this simple dua. Ya Allah, protect my heart and home. Your words might be the reason someone else reconnects too. And don't forget, liking and subscribing costs nothing, but it helps spread these reminders to others who might be silently going through exactly what you just heard. May Allah make His words your light in this life, your shield against every hidden harm, and your intercessor on the day you meet Him. Ameen.